Why do you always feel exhausted? Why do you wake up already tired, rushing through the day, yet never having time for the things you actually want? Like the gym, reading a book, or spending time with your kids. Here's the uncomfortable truth. You're not living your life for yourself. You've become a free taxi, free therapist, free pair of extra hands, and the worst part? You struggle to say one tiny word, no. This video will teach you how to stop being the convenient person and finally start living for yourself. I'll give you 5 insanely practical tips, with the most powerful ones waiting at the end. We've all been raised to believe that being humble, obedient, selfless will earn us respect and love. If I always help, they'll appreciate me. Reality check. People don't think that way. They just think, perfect, I can ride this person like a free Uber. Think back to childhood. Many of us were taught to obey, not argue, smile politely for neighbors. That conditioning creates adults who can't say no. But here's the good news. You're not a kid anymore. You get to decide the rules of your life. Here's a quick experiment. Imagine every single obligation disappeared for 1 week. No deadlines, no favors, no "can you just help me with this?" What would you do first? Most convenient people freeze. They don't know. Maybe they just sleep. Why? Because they've lost touch with their own desires. And then comes the dangerous flip side. People snap. After one therapy session, they go full, "I'm not your slave anymore." They cut off friends, quit jobs, accuse everyone of manipulation. That's not growth. That's just dumping bottled up rage. The truth? Balance. Always balance. Here's the difference between bending and being flexible. Sometimes, yes, compromise helps. But sometimes you must say no loud and clear, even if people don't like it. Let me give you a story. Imagine you're running a pizza place with a partner. You suggest reels and delivery to boost sales. Your partner says, "No, we'll lose loyal customers." If you bend, you shut up and let your idea die. Resentment grows inside. If you're flexible, you say, "Let's test it. 1 month tiny budget, only for our signature pizza. If it works, great. If not, I'll admit I was wrong." See the difference? You still push your idea forward, but with adaptability. That's real strength. As Nassim Taleb said in Anti-Fragile, "Convenience kills, flexibility builds." The strongest don't survive. Those who adapt do. And this applies everywhere. Business, career, relationships, even finance. The ones thriving in crypto or AI, they're flexible learners. The ones whining, "This is stupid," they're already fossils. And let me tell you, I'd never partner with a too convenient person. Why? Because yes men destroy teams. They say yes to your face, complain behind your back, and collapse when pressure hits. That's not loyalty. That's weakness. The paradox is this: being too convenient actually makes you the most inconvenient person of all. Now let's get tactical. 5 hacks to stop being a human doormat and finally say no. Hack 1. The pause trick. When someone asks for help, money, or your time, don't answer instantly. Automatic yes is your enemy. Instead say, "Let me think about it and get back to you." That pause gives you space to decide. Nobody will hate you for it. Hack 2. The not anymore list. Write down a list called "What I don't do anymore." For example, I don't take unpaid projects. I don't answer work calls after 7 p.m. I don't accept jobs that bore me. Put it somewhere visible. This list becomes your backbone. When someone asks, you can say, "Sorry, I don't do that anymore." And it feels amazing. Hack 3. Collect rejections. This comes from Jia Zhang, the guy who made rejection his superpower. His experiment? Ask for ridiculous things, like flying a plane or biting someone's burger, just to hear no. Why? Because once you've survived a few rejections, fear disappears. Try it. Ask for a discount at a store, or invite someone you admire for coffee. Watch how rejection loses its sting. Hack 4. No excuses. Rule. Richard Branson swears by this: never over-explain. Most of us feel the need to write a novel of excuses. Don't. Just say, "Thanks, but I can't." Period. That's it. Freedom begins where explanations end. Hack 5. Warren Buffett's secret. Buffett said, "The difference between successful people and really successful people is that really successful people say no to almost everything." Every time you say yes to others out of guilt, you're saying no to yourself. And nobody's going to thank you for sacrificing your life. The magic begins when you start saying yes to yourself. So here's the bottom line. Saying no isn't selfish. It's survival. Choosing yourself is the most generous thing you can do, because when you stop being drained, you finally bring your best self to the world. Now I want to hear from you. Drop a comment. What's one area in your life where you need to stop being convenient? And what's your personal trick to saying no? Thank you for sticking around until the end. Remember, convenience kills, but boundaries build freedom. See you in the next video.